everyone, welcome. My name is Beena Patel and I am your host for Everyday Conflict. Everyday Conflict is a radio show that's going to be aired on Blog Talk Radio. Sometimes I'll do live radio shows, sometimes I'll do a pre-recorded session, and other times I'll simply just join them in a podcast as a guest. I'll join other shows as well. Well, the purpose of the show is to talk about life. Life or la vida, right? In Spanish, we call it la vida. The purpose is to really understand how to live life with the intention of making conflict management an everyday skill. And understanding how to manage conflict can make all the difference with just living a peaceful and harmonious life. Now, I know that some of you don't want to do that, and some of you are quite happy living in the bubble that you live in. And this could be just because you have dry humor, you're sarcastic, or simply that your world sucks. Sure, why not? We all have those days. We all have bad days. We all have happy days. Or we just have blah days, right? I understand. I have a practice, and in my practice, I work with a lot of teenagers, I work with adults, I work with children from all races, all cultures, all backgrounds, some who don't even speak English, who want to just come and vent, and that's fine. I also work with organizations doing conflict resolution. I consult in workplace conflict. So some of these things that I do, I will come to you in my radio show and I will bring you themes of what I see that can be used to help deter conflict, or not deter, but really just manage conflict. We'll talk about topics such as suicide terrorism, relationship conflicts, family conflicts, bullying, transgender related conflicts. That's right, transgender. Did you know that teenage transgender is a huge topic? And it's because most of my patients are teenagers who are going through transgender related issues. And there's such a big misunderstanding because of the miscommunication, or perhaps the lack of information that's out there. And there's lack of correct information or validated information. But there's so much information that is not true that's out there that we'll talk about. Because for you, for me, and for everybody else, is to really become self-educated in conflict management, and we can take these skills and apply them to everyday conflict. And that means living your life with the intention to manage conflict, so that when conflict occurs, because it can occur anytime that we least expect, you are able to take that and these skills and simply just become a little bit more understanding towards somebody else. We'll talk about skills such as emotional intelligence, communication. Did you know that conflict happens because there's always a lack of communication? And what does this mean? It's not that I didn't tell you how I felt. It's that you didn't understand how I felt because you weren't listening to how I felt. So active listening is a form of conflict management. That's right. When we just listen to listen, we can really understand somebody's tone, somebody's body language, the intent, because we're clarifying as we're listening. We're also understanding their emotions, how deeply painful they feel or how happy they feel. But we become empathetic so that understanding somebody's emotions in order to help them, or simply just to be there as a friend to listen, can make all the difference in the world. In your relationships, at work, at home, with your colleagues, with strangers. It can make all the difference. So I want to welcome you to my show, and I ask that you join me every week. Please post your questions on my YouTube video, on my YouTube channel. And my channel is called Beena Patel. And there's a short description there that says that I'm a professor I'm a practitioner, I'm a writer, a blogger, and a conflict resolution specialist. I'm definitely not a cook, I'll tell you that, just to add a little bit of some humor. But I love my coffee, and coffee can do wonders when it comes to managing conflict. Anyways, I ask that you post your questions, any topics that you want to talk about. If you want me to go live and accept your questions, I'm happy to do that. So please feel free to reach out to me and send me your information. My email is lavidaadr@gmail.com. That's LAV as in Victor, IDAADR@gmail.com. And my website is lavidaadr.net. That is LAVIDA, VIDEA, lavidaadr.net. Check it out. Come hang with us, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.